Welcome, my friends. Today, I will tell you a new success story with many challenges and exciting events that teach us how to deal with changes and how to challenge them to be successful. The man who built his empire in silence, from homeless coder to global tech giant, say the loudest dreams are built in silence. That greatness doesn't shout, it whispers. This is the story of a man who had every reason to give up, and didn't. A man the world ignored, until it couldn't. Before he was a billionaire, before his face was on magazine covers, he was just a nameless figure sleeping behind an internet cafe, building lines of code and holding on to hope. The spark, Elijah Thomas, grew up in the south side of Detroit, a place where sirens were more common than lullabies, where dreams were often traded for survival. His mother, June, worked 2 jobs. His father, gone before Elijah turned 8. One day, baby. One day you'll make it out of here. At 14, Elijah discovered a dusty computer in the school library. No one used it. It was too slow. But to Elijah, it was magic. He stayed late after school, sneaking in coding tutorials. Sometimes he didn't eat. Sometimes he didn't sleep. His fingers danced, his eyes burned. But in those moments, he felt free. Dreamer in the dark, by 19, Elijah had taught himself 5 programming languages. He landed an unpaid internship at a startup, where he met Zach. Zach was charming, confident, the opposite of Elijah. But they clicked. Man, you're a genius. Why are you even here? They built a prototype for an app that could write scripts using AI. It was rough but powerful. Elijah, we should build it together. Zach smiled, nodded, and one day he disappeared. Gone. No calls, no replies. A month later, Elijah saw it. His idea. Launched. Funded. Digital news headline. Breakthrough AI startup raises $2.4 million and listed as founder and CEO was Zach. Elijah was crushed. He tried to fight. No lawyer would help him. He was just some intern. And just like that, his internship ended. His apartment gone. His account, $23. Rock bottom for 3 months. Elijah lived between cafes and shelters. He coded whenever he could, wrote scripts for Fiverr, fixed bugs for pennies. One night, while waiting in line for shelter food, he met her, Sarah. Long day? Elijah. Long year. Sarah was a single mom, working 2 jobs, barely holding on, but somehow still smiling. They talked, shared meals, shared silence. Sarah. Maybe. You're not supposed to give up yet. They began to meet every day. She encouraged him to rebuild. They rented a tiny room together. He paid half with freelance gigs. Elijah began working on something new, a better version of the stolen idea, smarter, faster, ethical. He called it Echo Mind. Rise in the shadows. Months passed, they barely survived, but Echo Mind grew. He uploaded a demo online. Users loved it. Influencers shared it. Within weeks, he had 100,000 downloads. Then came the pitch calls, the interviews. He walked into investor rooms wearing second-hand suits, but holding gold in his hands. One day, an offer came. $5 million. Immediate buyout. And then, the lawsuit. Zach, claiming the idea was his. Zach, this is business, Elijah. Welcome to the real world. But Elijah had receipts, emails, time-stamped code, old forum posts. The court case became public. Twitter exploded. David versus Goliath all over again. Final stand courtroom ambiance, flashbulbs, gasps. The judge ruled in Elijah's favor. Ownership, rights, everything. Zach lost. And Elijah? He walked out, a free man. The next day, he received another offer. $100 million to buy Echo Mind. He smiled. Elijah. Number. I'm just getting started. He went public. EchoMind exploded. Within 18 months, it became a global platform used by creators, writers, and filmmakers worldwide. Sarah became co-CEO. Her son called Elijah Dad. They opened coding schools for underprivileged youth across America, teaching kids like Elijah used to be, to dream louder than their fears. You won't always be heard. You won't always be seen. But if you build, if you believe, if you persist, they won't be able to ignore you forever. This is the story of Elijah Thomas, the man who built his empire in silence and let his success make the noise. For more stories and lessons, support me by subscribing to the channel and sharing it with your friends. Let's climb the peak of success together.